What's up, fam? Ricky here with another video. Today I'm going to be asking you the question, are your health issues hereditary? Well, most likely they're not. The newest scientific discoveries in epigenetics are telling us that we can literally change our genes. And no, I'm not talking about that old pair of blue ripped jeans that you have that you barely fit into anymore. I'm talking about genetics. The fact that you are a genetic engineer for your life. So, why do so many people end up with the same or similar health problems as their parents or grandparents? Well, the reason for that is that we tend to live a very similar lifestyle to the people we spend the most time around growing up, which are usually our parents or our grandparents. We tend to eat the same foods, develop the same negative habits, remain in the same economic tier, have similar levels of stress, and have the same limited, fearful mindset. This is because we're socially conditioned from a very young age by the people that we spend the most time around. In the majority of cases, the biggest external influencers in our life are our family, and it begins at a very young age. This is the theory that Sigmund Freud is famously known for. As adults, we become the result of the influences from our childhood and our adolescence. And it makes sense if you think about it, because I know in my family, we grew up eating a lot of pasta and a lot of fried food, and it just became normalized. To me, that's what I knew as dinner. It was only when I began learning all the things that I talk to you about on a regular basis, that I try to teach people, that I became conscious of what I was eating and the habits that was slowly destroying me. So, how do we change our genetics then? The first step to changing anything is recognizing the way that we think. If we continuously think that eating healthy is a burden and that healthy food will never taste good, then it never will. If we view ourselves as ugly or insecure or undesirable, then we'll never gain the confidence to attract the person that we truly desire. If we view ourselves as broke or just some average middle class person, we'll never be financially free. We need to begin thinking of ourselves differently, not as the person that we are right now, but as the person that we want to be. This is the true formula for using the law of attraction. But it's not enough to just think of that person we want to be. We need to feel the feeling of imagining we already are that person. What would that feel like if we were already that person we want to be? If we already had that life that we desire to have? At first, this is going to be extremely difficult because everything in our logically thinking brain is going to be telling us that we're a liar. And for a short period of time, it'll be right. Well, that's not good, Rick. I don't want to be a liar. How do I solve that problem? Well, we solve that problem by taking action. We start with making very small changes on a daily basis that eventually compound into massive exponential results. This is what James Clear talks about in his very appropriately named book, Atomic Habits. I have a copy right here. It's probably backwards on the video. He talks about the atomic power of making these small changes for an extended period of time. When we do this for a few weeks, our logically thinking brain that was calling us a liar suddenly starts believing that we actually are the person that we've been trying to convince it that we are. I've used this technique multiple times in my own life as I quit one bad habit after another. At first, I couldn't even write the words down in my journal, I am healthy, because my logically thinking brain knew that it was such bullshit. But that slowly changed as I started making those small adjustments I knew I needed to make. Now, if you think that you can't do this, you're wrong. Because I've done it. And the odds are you probably weren't worse off than I was at several points in my life. Using this strategy and other strategies that I've learned along the way, I'm confident that I can help you get to the point where you want to be in your own life. As always, I'm Coach Ricky C, and I appreciate you for giving me the two most valuable things you have in your life: your time and your attention. Till the next one.